Hey everybody. I guess there it is on Facebook. Hey everybody. It's Louis Porter Jr. It is Thursday. My favorite day because tomorrow's Friday, of course. It is Thursday, September 29th. Oh, whew. Been a long day. I'm glad this weekend is over. Well, not really weekend, but week is over. Mentally, I'm done. So, you go to work tomorrow, do my job, and then I go home and because I relax for a little bit on the weekend and do some other stuff. So it's kind of one of a good thing. So a couple of stuff before we get into the really good stuff. So, hey Angel, what's going on? I took this BuzzFeed test to find out what alignment I was, and I came up lawful neutral. I'm like, what? But okay, lawful neutral. You're motivated by traditions and strong belief in law and order. You put a lot of faith in the process. You often follow orders without questioning, as long as it doesn't cause you to act immoral. Well, I don't know if that's really true. Spock was one of the people. I'm like, Spock, really? Okay. I don't know. Hey, Sean. Hey, Raul. Hey, Troy. So I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. It's 50-50 on that. I'm not going to go 100%, but whatever. So that was interesting and fun. What other fun stuff have come out today that you all should know? Oh, here's something. Catgut is overrated. Let's just call it like it is. Okay, overrated. So today I finally got back. Well, really last night, but today I finished the final edits on the New Exodus book. So it is done. I am now waiting for my donors to submit their names properly and for me to release it properly. So people can see it and get all excited. So I'm like excited, because it's done. I've been working on this for a long time with a lot of people. So it's like, holy cow, we're actually going to see the end of the tunnel with this thing. So, that alone just makes you think like, finally, this is the weight gets off my back. Like, holy cow, you cannot believe how much of a relief that is knowing that that's going to be out soon. I mean, just a mental issue too, because it's like we've been working on this for a long time, and I wanted to, the original book came out, almost 10 years ago. No, not 10, 8 years. No, it's 2002. So it was only 4 years, 5 years. Well, the original concept came out like 8 years ago. Hey, Pop. But now it's like, now it's here. I'm gonna see it again. I'm just like, wow, it's kind of cool. And this book, hey Jeff, and this book is very cool because I get to really show the book I wanted to do the first time, but we didn't have enough money. We couldn't put it together. But this book is very much the book I wanted to do. So I'm very, very happy with this book. It's very much like what I did with Obsidian Apocalypse. It's the book I wanted to do, made the way I wanted to make it. The first ones were like the test run. So, that was kind of a cool thing. It's nice to look back and say, that I did that. Well, not we, but no, we did that. But I did that. I started that, but people help. But I did that. I wrote that, and I put it on paper. It sounds silly when you hear me say it like that. People are like, why is it a big deal? You put it on paper. Yeah, I put it on paper, put my ideas on paper, and it got out, and people liked it. So I think that's another part to it too. Like people actually liking the stuff you do. It's cool to do stuff, don't get me wrong, but it's cool when people say, hey, I really like you did X, Y, Z. So it feels like you've actually done something cool. It's kind of cool like that. So right now I'm getting the last little, I want to tell you what we're going to talk about tonight. Well, I guess you saw I guess I don't surprise a lot of people. What we're talking about tonight, of course, because it is Thursday, and Thursday seems to be like my day where I'm doing videos or things that are interesting, at least to me, that I thought you might find interesting. So today I am putting together some action films you maybe haven't seen before. And when it's initially, shut up, tablet. When initially I wanted to do was more like action films, and I started doing up a list, and then it became incredibly obvious very quickly. Some of the movies I was picking were like, it's like, wait a minute, this is all fitting from like one kind of specific genre-esque kind of thing. So I said, let's just call it that, but I'm gonna tell you what the hidden theme is, so you all can enjoy this lovely conversation I'm having. So we're going to talk about, how many movies we're talking about? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Apparently 7 is the lucky number I'm pushing on this thing. So, the first movie I'm going to talk about is probably a movie you haven't seen. Most of these movies, right off the bat, most of these movies are either directly involved with Hong Kong, have Hong Kong directors, or influence very much have Hong Kong or Asian background. So that's what we're going to talk about. So these are all kinds of kind of cool movies. Some you might have seen, some you haven't. You know, it happens. So the first movie we're going to talk about is a movie that I saw in the 90s. I think it was the mid to late 90s. This movie actually came out in 92. I didn't see it for a couple of years. It was originally a Hong Kong action film directed by Ringo Lam, who is an awesome director. If you don't know anything about Hong Kong directors, you know, everybody knows John Woo. Ringo Lam is another one of the ones that, like, of a Hong Kong action guys who came out in the 90s that really, really did some awesome stuff. There's some really, really good, well put together action films he did. And my personal favorite, and the one I'm talking about tonight, is called Full Contact. Full Contact has Chow Yun-fat in the main role. Simon Yam plays the main villain. Anthony Wong plays a guy in the gang that is like, first he's your friend, and then things happen. And it's basically the first 5 minutes kind of set the tone. And I don't want to mess it up for you, but it's like the film takes place in Bangkok. I've got a link, of course, you can watch this. And kind of when you see the beginning of the film, you kind of figure out what's going to happen to the rest. And I don't want to ruin some stuff, but there's some really, really great action scenes. Simon Yam's character is awesome. Okay. Some of it might look a little dated. I mean, look, you're talking, this was 92 and they made it. And some of the stuff they did, you can see the evolution of that kind of stuff came, you know, later and became put in like a lot of action films, like even The Matrix. You can see some stuff they've shown for The Matrix from this. So I would definitely go out of my way to pick this film up if you can. Hey, Alan, what's going on? If you can check it out, or you can find it, or you can rent it, pick it up. It's a great, great film. It's a good action film. You're going to be happy. You're not going to be disappointed with the action. Some of the music is actually kind of cool. There's a scene where the girl is dancing in the club, and somebody does a remix of some Public Enemy stuff. I'm a big Public Enemy fan, if you didn't know. And it's a great remix that sounds awesome. Hey, Eric, what's going on? You can also, if you find online, you might be able to find the trailer. Look for Full Contact, Chow Yun-fat. Find it on YouTube. You know, like I said, I saw the trailer. I was like, let me check it out. And it's a very 90s feeling film, but it's good action. You're not going to feel that, you know, it is very, very stylistic. And I think it is, if you've never seen a John Woo film, or you don't know who John Woo is, whoever would be people who understand. Yes, that is true. Where else? Look up Every Frame of Painting. Yes, one of my favorite channels that I do watch a lot. It's another great web good Lord, YouTube channel that you should check out. A lot of good stuff. Yeah, I think there's some great action in this that people maybe have not seen before. I think Full Contact is the kind of movie that you should watch if you're a fan, if you're an aficionado or a fan of action. Not even a question. Boom, Full Contact. Next, we're going to move on to what I consider to be, if you haven't watched this film I'm talking about, then you don't know anything. Our relationship has to stop. You have to go do something else, but you can't come talk to me. Because to me, it is one of the greatest action films ever directed by the greatest action director probably of all time. I'm saying in top 2, maybe even number 1. It's a tough situation. And then on top of that, by the greatest male actor. I mean, this guy is an actor's actor for action, and anybody who watches action must watch this guy. He is awesome. You must watch his film. It's awesome. The director is awesome. The movie I'm talking about is called Hard Boiled. Now, if you've never seen Hard Boiled, I can't even conceive how we can watch my show, because when it comes to action, and action that's like over the top, there is nothing more over the top than Hard Boiled. Hard Boiled to this day is probably one of my favorite films to watch. It is Chow Yun-fat and it's Chow Yun-fattiest, and it is awesome. There's some great action scenes. There's some awesome stuff, like the first scene in the tea house, that gunfight. When I was making Haven City of Violence, I watched that film so many times to basically count the bullet fire in the shots to say, is this possible to do in our game? That's right. Could you do the shootout from Hard Boiled in the game? And I made sure you could. So I got like overexcited about it. I'm like, yes, you can do the whole thing. which is crazy when you think about it. But if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Hard boils, the tea shop is just insane. Hey, David, what's going on? It is an insane, crazy, insane shoot. And that's like in the first 5 minutes. And then at the end, the big fight at the end at the hospital, it's another great action scene. Just like, oh my God, it's over the top. So over the top. It's awesome. It's awesome action. John Woo being his best. He'd already done, at this point, what he'd already done so far? He'd already done A Better Tomorrow and probably The Killer. Yeah, but this Hardball was the third one. Yeah, so this is his third one with Chow Yun-fat really getting into it. And it is awesome. It is awesome. This also film was released in 92. 92. And it is an awesome action film. There's so much action in this film. You can take a lot of just things you've seen in other films from it. One of my favorite moments. Oh, I haven't seen favorite moments. Favorite actors in this is the guy who plays Mad Dog. Mad Dog's this big, tough, bad guy in the film. What makes Mad Dog really cool is the actual guy who plays Mad Dog is the infamous, well-known, well-respected stunt actor. I can't remember his actual name. I forget it because it's actually very, very, very Chinese. But for fans of Chinese, especially Hong Kong kung fu films, they might remember him from playing the number 4 from Five Deadly Venoms, the Lizard. Yes, the same guy who plays the Lizard plays Mad Dog in the film. I didn't realize that too much later, and I was just like, holy cow, that's awesome. So here's a guy who was a superstar literally in the early 70s and 80s, now playing the great bad guy in the early 90s. You know, almost 20 years, 15, 20 years, and it was just great. And he's another one of those guys, great stuntman, great action, hard-boiled. Don't even think about it. It is, and here's something that is, if you don't know about the whole history behind it, it's the last film that John Woo did in Hong Kong before he left to go to Hollywood. And you know, it is an awesome, awesome film. Just rent it, find it, get it, you'll love it. It's awesome. It's awesome. Wow, it is awesome. The gunplay is ridiculous, no joke. Then I wanted to try something a little different. A film that has probably some of the best martial arts fight scenes I've ever seen. I remember the trailer when I first saw it, and I was like, what? And I'd never even heard this guy before. I was like, who's this actor? I never heard this guy before. He kind of, his moves were very similar to Jackie Chan, but this guy was a little different because it was out of Thailand, and it's probably one of the first films that got me more into watching more Thai martial arts films and more Thai movies. Oh God, I didn't include the one. Now that I realize, I can't talk about it yet. This film is called An Bak, the Muay Thai warrior. It's with Tony Jaa is the main actor in it. Tony Jaa plays the main character. If you've never seen this film and you want to see what action, hey George, what action should look like, especially with fighting, oh good Lord, An Bak is ridiculous. The fight scenes in it are great. There's lots of moments. There are very some Jackie Chan moments, and he does all his stunts too. So it's another one that does all his own stunts, so you can see everything. And the story is whatever. The story doesn't matter. The fights are what's awesome. The fights are just ridiculous. The fight scene in the nightclub is, oh my God. See, I don't want to ruin it for you all because it is that good. That fight scene is very good. And then the fight scene going up the stairs and the whole thing, that is just, it's like, chocolate. Oh, see, Chad, who has good taste. Yes, recommend chocolate. Another one. Oh, see, Chad, don't jump ahead. I may be talking about it for all you know. Geez, Chad, you give me stuff. You never know. So yeah, so the fight scenes in An Bak are really just phenomenal. And you know, just it's very cool because it shows you. I mean, he's not a big guy. He's not a big guy in any way, shape, or form. But his execution looks great. The filming is great. I don't know who the director was, but it's like, bam, that's how you do it. That's how you do an action film. I've never seen this guy before, but watching that film, I was like, that's it. That's action, baby. That's how action should be done. So check out An Bak. Like I said, I don't want to ruin the story for you. It's a pretty simple story. But the action is just beast-like. Oh, it is beast-like. Yeah, man, beast-like. Ooh, but that's some good stuff. You're gonna like that. That's some good stuff. I really like that. Oh God, I like that film. Yeah, because I mean, I didn't get really interested in the Muay Thai until I saw that film. I'd heard about Muay Thai. I was like, yeah, I get it, But then I saw a film like, oh, now I get it. No, now I get it. I mean, I saw like any normal person. I saw Kickboxer with Jean-Claude Van Damme, which was like, what, Jean-Claude, whatever. But this one, this is what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Good stuff. The cinematic reality of action movies is the yardstick of role playing. Yes, Jeff, I agree with you on that statement. Everybody knows. I mean, especially with these films. These films are just awesome films. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. All right. And now we're going to change gears for a second. We're still going to be in Asia, but this film is not a film. It is an anime, animated cartoon, animated feature. Call it what you like. It is probably one of it. I'd say it's in the top. Yeah, I'm gonna be blunt about it. It's probably in the top 2 films being well known ever produced for anime. First one, of course, being Akira, which I'm like, Akira, okay, whatever. Well, now I guess Ghost in the Shell's now become real popular. I don't think I'm doing it, but this one is a great film with awesome stuff, and the title of it is interesting, which I never understood why the title was called what it was, but it still had some of the best action scenes I've seen with a good story, great idea, great protagonist, great villains. Oh my God, good Lord, great villains. And that's Ninja Scroll. If you've never seen Ninja Scroll, you should go out and get it. It's from 1993. Ninja Scroll, and this is once again hand drawn before computers, and just amazing. The action is great. The look of it's great. The whole Lone Ronin idea is great, and how they set them up, boom, is great. The whole, the whole story behind the story is great, and you learn just everything's going on, and even like who's the main bad guy and that whole deal, and oh my God. But what makes it like really one of those, look, Ninja Scroll 100% is a Pathfinder D&D fantasy adventure. You have played against these kind of characters in your game, no doubt. You've seen these characters. The 8 Devils of Kimon are like awesome. Everyone is unique. Everyone's got a cool ability. They all fit well. Tasai, which is still one of my favorite name guys. I even use it in a couple games. Big stone rock samurai with this huge sword. If you can, check the trailer out. Look for a Ninja Scroll trailer. You're going to see him in the trailer a couple times. And there are some great moments with Tasai. Just wow, that was brilliant. That was brilliant. Oh my God, that was brilliant. So yeah, there's that kind of stuff. Oh my God. And it's just the blind samurai that he fights in the whole big bamboo forest. Another great scene. Oh, geez, man, it's just a great film. It's once again, that's a film that should be turning into a movie. People be running to see this film. It is so good. The action is great. It's just great. It's just a great film. Boom, great film. Put on your list if you haven't seen it. Some people haven't seen it, which disturbs me when I hear that. But you got to watch it. Great film. You will not be disappointed. It is a great film, and it has everything that is totally enjoyable on film. So check that out. Ninja Scroll. That's some good stuff. The next film is something I found about much later, after at one point it was Hong Kong. Now Chinese films started coming in the U.S. in the early 2000s, became more and more popular with like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. This is one that popped up that I'd heard bits and pieces about. I'm like, what's this about? What is this? What is this thing? And it's like, and even Wikipedia says it's more of a love story than a martial arts film. But the martial arts they do is really good and really kind of inventive too. Because it's a lot of, there's a lot of special effects, a lot of CG, but it kind of makes sense for it, and it kind of helps with the story. The film is called House of Flying Daggers. I think it's still available on Netflix. It was at one point, and you can find it a lot of places. You can still find it online from the trailer, and the premise is kind of cool, and it's a lot of the love story is very interesting. The main girl who plays in this, I cannot pronounce her name right. I never have, just never have. Zhang Zi. It's Zhang Ziyi. My Chinese is not that good. Neither is my French. Hence, I speak English. She also appeared, if I'm correct, she appeared in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. But to see her in this, it's really kind of interesting. It's a great love story that has two sides to it, and there's stuff going on each side of the love story that is kind of interesting. But the martial arts they put with it is really, really good. Yeah, I mean, it's just a great, great film. This is going to sound sad to say, but it has a lot of chick flick appeal to it, but it's definitely a martial arts film. But there is some really, really great moments in it. Like there's a scene with the bamboo forest that is just a beautiful, beautiful scene. I wish one day, if I'm lucky, that I can do something that kind of cool visually, because I kind of assumed it now. I gotta wait until all right. The guy who directed this, we're gonna be talking about him again because another one of his films winds up on there. Hey, Angel. So, House of Flying Daggers, great story, great cinematography, a lot of cool ideas that you can find and use. I think anyone should check it out. Will not be disappointed. Be very, very happy. It is a good film, worth every cent. Now, as always, I'm keeping all the links here down here for YouTube, up here for Facebook. You can check out everything I'm talking about here. Worth every cent. I'm giving you that Porter guarantee. You will like these films. You will like these films, no doubt. You will. Just that's the way it is. Next up, almost to the end. It really wasn't by these. Next up is the House of Flying Daggers. Was that before? Or was this before? Oh, that's a good question. I think this was before. Yes, this film was released before House of Flying Daggers. I saw this film after I saw House of Flying Daggers, and I noticed that the cinematography is very similar. Of course, same director, and he does a great story. It's just an awesome film. Made in 2002. Jet Li appears in it. Donnie Yen appears in it. Maggie Chung appears in it. Tony Leung appears in it. There's a lot of just well-known Chinese actors appearing in this. And the film is called Hero. And what makes Hero so amazing? The fight scenes are brilliant. It's brilliantly done. Just everything about it is a brilliantly done extravaganza. But what makes it really, really interesting, and it's one of those, it's like, wow, that's a cool idea. The people, and it's kind of like what they did in Rashomon, kind of. Everybody's telling a story from different perspectives. But when somebody's telling a story about one perspective, all the background, everything becomes one color. So one character's talking about his story, and it's all in red. It's this red, lush, everything's in red. Everything is in red. And then someone else's story, then it's all in white and bright, and then someone's saying it's blue, and it's just the color choices for the film make it look even more beautiful than I thought it would. And there's some really great, awesome fight scenes. The fight scene in the woods with the leaves is brilliant. It's brilliantly choreographed. It's brilliantly looking. It's very believable, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful film. I think that most people should see it just on a purely sight. It's just stunning. And the premise of the story is, it's based on a true story. It's about a assassination attempt on Jing Qi, and it's interesting. He's the king. It's very interesting, even how they set up the whole thing. It's one of those, that's kind of cool. And yeah, it's Hero's a great film to watch, to really enjoy. First of all, Chad, we talked about Brother the Wolf like a week and so ago, like a week or maybe 2 weeks ago. Where have you been, son? Chad, I only get the good stuff. We already talked about Brotherhood. That's old news. We're getting you new stuff, man. Only hot new stuff. It's good to see people, are fans. I just want to, I'm trying to get the good stuff to you. It hurts me sometimes. So yeah, Hero, check it out. Yeah, check it out. You're gonna love it. Check it out. You're gonna love it. And finally, I picked a movie that I consider to be one of the funniest movies I've seen in ever. It's a great action film. The director of it is a well-known Hong Kong director, Chi Kirk Wong, who's done a lot of work. This film, I'm going to tell who stars in it. If you know who stars in it, you might have seen this film. It's awesome. Mark Wahlberg, China Chow, Lou Diamond Phillips, Christina Applegate, Bokeem Woodbine, Antonio Sabato Jr., Avery Brooks, and Elliot Gould. This film is amazing. This film is amazing. It's a lot of fun. It's a great comedy, but the action is great. It is amazingly great. And the movie's called The Big Hit. This movie came out in '98. I saw this film, and I never laughed so much in an action film as much as I did in this action film. Some of the jokes are just awesome. People are just playing, great roles. And, some of the jokes, while are very childish, are pretty awesome. And, just how things are connected in the movie are so well put together when you find like, oh my God, I don't believe you did that. Oh my God, I don't believe you did that. Oh, and it's just brilliant. And, basically it's a crew of assassins. And the first thing is they do a big assassination so you understand who they all are. And when you see this, you see the assassination. It's so wrong. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see the scene. Yeah, those guys up. Like, what? Yeah, that scene is offensive. The running joke with Bokeem Woodbine is the funniest running joke I've ever seen in a movie, including the grand scene, which I'm not going to tell you, because I want you to watch this because this is hilarious. The amazing scene. That's all I'm going to say. Oh my God, that is such a great movie. Oh, and yeah, and there's so many people that appear. I mean, Lou Diamond Phillips is great. Is great as the character Cisco. Anthony Sabato Jr. was only in for a few minutes, not because something happened, but just you got to watch the film. If you watch the uncut, there's an uncut version that tells you what happens to Anthony Sabato's character and what's going on. And when you see that with the story, it makes it even funnier. And it's just like, oh my God. Oh my God. So yeah, it is a great film. I can't say enough things about it. It was not definitely a box office smash, but it was a fun film. I don't think that you will be disappointed in it. It is a lot of fun. I'm just thinking about it. It's it'll make total sense if you watch this film. It'll make a lot of sense. Yeah. Oh, good Lord. That is. And the video kid. Oh God, the video kid in this film. My God, I thought for sure they were gonna kill him. Oh my God. Oh, he's great. And also, once again, it's a little dated because it's a video store, and that plays into it, the whole story. But I don't want to ruin it. But yeah, that's a good film. Good film. Oh, so yeah, those are my 7 films you check out for action. Jeez. Yeah. Oh my God. I told you I want some Lanolin. So yeah. Look, I thought it was funny. So just let me be. I thought it was funny. So yeah, watch a movie. It's hilarious. All right. So I gotta be more serious. I'm trying to be serious now as I'm finishing to wrap up. Oh my God, that was hilarious. Oh my God, so that was awesome. So there you go. All right. So let me talk. Let me see. Oh yes. So before I go. Our friends over at Nerdarchy are doing a cool little project that you might want to check out. They're doing a Comic-Con cruise, fantasy. Get it? Fantasy? Get it? And with a special promo code, Nerdarchy, you get 10% off going. I'll put a link. See, now I'm going to put a link for it. I have to put all the stuff in. I got to write the stuff. I don't have to write it, but I got to put it in my thing so you guys can see it. It'll be on here. Boom. So you can save 10%. And the actual boat trip is out of Tampa, which is not far, but not close to here, but not far. So, you know, if you're thinking about possibly going, that might be something cool you want to do. Save some cash up, take a little trip, get out in the water. I mean, hell, man, it's, you know, dude, it's probably going to be nice. It's a boat ride. When I use the word, I'm being very euphemistic when I say boat ride. It's going to be a long boat cruise. You're going to go from Tampa, I think, to Cozumel, through the Bahamas, I believe, and back, or you know what I mean. So I'll put the link in so you guys can check it out. I think you'll find it very interesting. I think it'll be fun. If I had a little more money and a little more time, I could be able to go, but you know how it is. It's kind of crazy. They've got a video. Oh, and a video. So I'm attached a video to it also, so you see it also in our credits. Because fly, get out of here. Because this stuff's important. Angel, I've never been on a cruise. I've never been on a cruise in my life. I had an opportunity once to go on a cruise, and I did not go, and I kind of regretted it. But you know, I'm afraid of boats sometimes too. It's a long, weird story, but you know, I've been on a couple of boats, but like small boats, not like an ocean liner. People say it's awesome, but you know, I got friends who cruise, but I don't know. I got to think about it. That's just for me. That's how I feel about that. But hey, man, it could be a lovely boat ride. You might have the best time. Plus, it's a con at sea. You know, a con at sea. Even if it sucks, you're on a boat, and if it sucks, you can still enjoy the boat. And you know, hey, and you get to see famous comic book related people and favorite fan people. Why would you not want to go? It's not a bad deal. I mean, dude, that's kind of a win-win where I'm from. At least me. That's my step. So there you go. All right. So Monday, I'm not gonna lie. Monday we're probably gonna be talking about New Exodus because I know for a fact I'm finishing up this book this weekend. I'm getting the name this weekend. I'm putting that book. So we're probably gonna talk about New Exodus. So just get used to that. I'm gonna talk about probably putting it out on stuff and talking about that. And it's gonna be a whole New Exodus fest. So if you don't want to hear about that, I'm gonna tell you, unless something crazy happens over this weekend, and something could, you never know. I mean, we know our industry. I'm most likely gonna be talking about that. But the cool part is that you're gonna have a fun weekend. I'm gonna have a fun weekend. You know, we're gonna have a fun weekend just doing cool stuff in gaming. And I'm sure some stuff came out, so I'm probably gonna swing by my local store and check out what came in and what kind of weekend I'm gonna have. So there you go. Dun, 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 dun. I call that a win-win. Also, okay, so this is the end. I've got to tell you as always, swing by. Let's see how many people we have now, because I think we gained some people. We lost some people. We can never get it. We're at 194. 194. We're looking for 200. We're this close. If you can find 6 people that you know, send them over here. 6 people. That's all we need to go to 200. So there you go. That's on our YouTube channel. That's on our, for Facebook up here. YouTube would be down here. Click the little button, subscribe. It should come up soon since I'm talking about the end. A little button to subscribe should pull up like right there. Well, up here for here. It'd be like right. Oh, it's so weird. Right there. But on Facebook, which it doesn't pop up, but it'd be right there. But for YouTube, it's like right here. Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy? I got to do all this stuff. It's crazy. All right, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to do some more work, and then I'm going to go to bed, and I'm going to have a lovely weekend. So you guys have a lovely weekend. Be safe. Do something nice. Tell your friends and family you love them. And, you know, do something fun, too. You know, it is the weekend. You got to enjoy yourself. I will talk to you all on Monday.